Did you know 2025 marks a massive turning point for one of Africa's fastest-growing economies? Ethiopia is rewriting its financial history, moving from a state-led system to a dynamic, open market. And at the heart of this revolution is something brand new: investment banking. For the first time ever, specialized institutions are here to supercharge the economy, and you're getting a front-row seat to see how it all unfolds. So what's the big deal? For decades, Ethiopia's financial world was dominated by traditional commercial banks. But under Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's ambitious reforms, the game is changing. The goal is to diversify the economy away from its heavy reliance on agriculture, attract serious foreign investment, and create a modern, resilient market. To make this happen, two key players were born: the Ethiopian Capital Market Authority, or ECMA, which acts as the official rule setter, and the brand new Ethiopian Securities Exchange, the ESX, which just launched in 2025 to handle all the trading. Think of it like building a financial superhighway. The ECMA draws the map and sets the speed limits, while the ESX is the highway itself. But you still need the cars, and that's where investment banks come in. They are the high-performance vehicles driving capital, advising companies, and connecting investors to opportunities. As of late 2025, a small but powerful group of 4 pioneers have been licensed to lead the charge. These aren't just any banks. They are the architects of Ethiopia's new economic future. So, let's meet the founding four. First up, we have CBE Capital Investment Bank. Licensed back in March 2025, this is a joint venture between the massive state-owned Commercial Bank of Ethiopia and Awash Capital. By teaming up with the biggest bank in the country, CBE Capital has a huge advantage: access to a massive network of clients right from the start. Their main focus is on large-scale infrastructure projects. We're talking roads, energy, and telecommunications, all crucial for Ethiopia's growth. They specialize in corporate finance, underwriting securities, and providing market intelligence, making them a powerhouse for big, nation-building investments. Also licensed in March 2025 was Wegagen Capital Investment Bank. This one is a fully owned subsidiary of Wegagen Bank, one of Ethiopia's top private commercial banks. Their mission is a bit different. While still offering core services like investment advisory and capital raising, Wegagen is all about championing the private sector. They're focused on helping private companies get ready for the new stock exchange, supporting initial public offerings, or IPOs, and bringing fresh, innovative ideas to the market. They represent the entrepreneurial spirit of this new era, aiming to fuel growth from the ground up and attract everyday domestic investors. Fast forward to October 2025, and the scene gets even more interesting with the arrival of First Addis Investment Bank. Unlike the first two, First Addis operates as a more independent entity. This structure gives them the agility to move quickly and explore different kinds of deals. Their services are comprehensive, covering everything from mergers and acquisitions to full securities underwriting. But their sweet spot is advising emerging businesses and startups. The launch of First Addis signaled a wave of confidence in Ethiopia's reforms, showing that investors believe in the potential of the country's rising entrepreneurs. They are the bank for the bold and the ambitious. And finally, completing the quartet is Awash Capital, which received its license in November 2025. As a subsidiary of the highly respected Awash Bank, they hit the ground running with a paid-up capital of 200 million bear. But what truly sets Awash Capital apart is its forward-thinking focus on green finance and sustainability. They specialize in advising on projects that are not just profitable, but also environmentally and socially responsible. This is incredibly smart, as it aligns with global trends and attracts international partners. For example, the European Investment Bank has already pledged significant funds for climate initiatives in Ethiopia. Awash Capital is perfectly positioned to channel that money into projects that will build a greener future for the country. So, we have 4 pioneers, each with a unique strategy. 2 are backed by the country's largest state and private banks, providing stability. 1 is an agile, independent player backing new ventures. And the 4th is a champion for sustainable growth. This mix is no accident. It's a deliberate strategy to build a robust and balanced market. These 4 institutions are just the beginning. The Ethiopian Securities Exchange has a bold goal: to list 90 companies over the next decade, starting with giants in banking, telecom, and manufacturing. The investment banks will be absolutely critical in making that happen, whether it's through helping a company go public or issuing corporate bonds to raise funds. Of course, this journey won't be without its challenges. The stock market is still in its early days, with only a handful of companies listed so far. The regulators at ECMA are still building their capacity, and external pressures like inflation could slow things down. But the momentum is undeniable. This isn't just a local story. The world is watching. Major international banks, like Nigeria's Zenith Bank, have already expressed interest in entering the Ethiopian market, joining others from Kenya and South Africa. This rush of foreign interest is a massive vote of confidence. Furthermore, this financial liberalization is supported by global institutions. The IMF and the European Investment Bank are providing both financial backing and technical expertise, particularly in areas like climate finance. This international support helps reduce risk and makes Ethiopia a more attractive destination for global capital. As the market matures, we can expect to see more licenses granted in 2026, possibly even to foreign investment banks. This competition will drive innovation, lower costs, and ultimately benefit the entire Ethiopian economy. So, what does this all mean for the future? We are witnessing the birth of a modern capital market in real time. The establishment of these investment banks is a catalyst that will unlock billions in capital, fund transformative projects, and create countless jobs. It's a shift from a closed, state-controlled system to an open, dynamic one driven by innovation and competition. For investors, this is a ground floor opportunity in one of Africa's most promising emerging markets. For Ethiopians, it's a pathway to greater prosperity and economic sovereignty. The story of Ethiopia's investment banks is just beginning to be written, but the first chapter is incredibly exciting. It's a story of vision, ambition, and the creation of a financial ecosystem built for the 21st century. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive into Ethiopia's new financial landscape interesting, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story as it develops. See you next time.